balance without a single warning sign? Doctors are finally revealing the 7 hidden mistakes that almost every older woman makes, and they could lead to dangerous falls, broken bones, even total loss of independence. Before it's too late, find out if you're unknowingly putting yourself at risk. Most older adults believe something that feels comforting and, honestly, quite reasonable. They think, I eat well. I walk every day, so I should be fine. They trust that the basics, healthy meals, a short walk around the block, will keep their bodies strong and steady for years to come. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Balance doesn't work that way. It declines quietly, with no early warning signs. You won't feel it slipping away. You won't notice the tiny shifts in how your muscles react or how quickly your reflexes respond. And then, one day, a small misstep can change everything. According to doctors, falls are the #1 cause of injury-related deaths in women over 65. Think about that for a moment. Not heart attacks, not strokes, falls. It's shocking and a bit terrifying because it means something we often ignore could be the very thing that threatens our independence. But the real issue isn't age. It's not just getting old. It's the small daily habits, or more accurately, the small things we stop doing that silently damage our balance over time. Maybe you stop bending down to pick things up because it's a hassle. Maybe you don't challenge yourself to stand on one foot anymore because you feel silly. Maybe you take the elevator every chance you get, even when there's a perfectly good flight of stairs right there. Each tiny choice chips away at your strength, your flexibility, your reaction time. And by the time you realize it, your body is less prepared to catch you when you slip on that wet kitchen floor or when you miss that last step on the porch. So, here's the myth we need to break. Walking every day isn't enough. Eating well isn't enough. Yes, they're good. They matter, but they don't directly train your balance. Your body needs active, intentional balance work. It needs small, simple movements you could do daily, movements that rebuild those connections in your brain and muscles before they fade away. Because once you understand this truth, you can do something about it. You can make sure a single fall doesn't define the rest of your life. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Now that you know the hidden truth about balance, let's look at the small, everyday habits that quietly steal it from you, one day at a time. #1, sitting too long every day. It sounds harmless, right? We all do it. But sitting for hours weakens your leg, hip, and core muscles, the very muscles you rely on to catch yourself when you stumble. A weaker core means less control over your center of gravity, which makes falling that much easier. #2, skipping balance-specific exercises. Walking is great for your heart, but when it comes to balance, it's simply not enough. Your body needs training that challenges your stability, like standing on one foot, heel-to-toe walking, or gentle Tai Chi moves. Without these, you're only half prepared. #3, neglecting regular eye checkups. Your eyes are your first line of defense against falls. Poor vision means poor depth perception. You can't see that step clearly, or you misjudge the distance to the curb. And just like that, one missed detail sends you to the ground. #4, wearing slippery or ill-fitting shoes. You'd be surprised how many falls happen right at home because of bad footwear. Loose slippers, slick socks, shoes with no grip. They're a recipe for slips, especially on smooth tile or hardwood floors. #5, lacking enough calcium and vitamin D. We all know strong bones matter. But what many forget is how fragile bones plus poor balance equals a disaster waiting to happen. Even a small fall can lead to a serious fracture when your bones are weak. #6, taking medications that cause dizziness. Blood pressure pills, sleep aids, diuretics, They can quietly mess with your balance by lowering your blood pressure too much or making you drowsy. One moment of lightheadedness can send you crashing down. And number 7, not training your reflexes. Most people don't realize this. After 60, our reflexes naturally slow down. Without training, small, simple drills that teach your body to react faster, you lose precious seconds when you slip. Those seconds can be the difference between catching yourself and hitting the floor. So take a moment. Be honest with yourself. Which of these habits are part of your daily routine? Because once you see them, you can change them. And when you change them, you protect your freedom, your confidence, and your independence for years to come. It's easy to brush off the idea of falling. We think, I'm careful. It won't happen to me. Or, if I do fall, I'll get back up and move on. But the reality is so much harsher, and so many people never see it coming. One small fall can change everything. A simple slip on a wet bathroom floor, a misstep going down the stairs, a patch of ice on the front porch. In seconds, you could find yourself on the ground, and the damage can be far worse than a bruise. Take hip fractures, for example. They're one of the most common injuries from falls among older adults. A broken hip isn't just a bone that needs fixing. It's months of being stuck in bed or a wheelchair. It's muscle loss. It's the sudden loss of freedom to move around your own home. But it doesn't stop there. After surgery, complications can pile up: pneumonia, blood clots, infections that slow healing, even accelerated memory loss. The mind struggles when the body is trapped. When you can't move, your world shrinks, and your confidence shrinks with it. There's the emotional damage, too. After a fall, many older adults live with a constant, quiet fear. What if it happens again? That fear can turn into anxiety, isolation, and even depression. You start avoiding things you once loved: gardening, walking outside, playing with the grandkids, because the risk feels too big. Let me tell you about Mrs. Linda. She's 68, and until last year, she was active and full of life. She loved tending to her flowers and chatting with neighbors. One morning, she stepped into her bathroom like she had done thousands of times before. But this time, her foot slipped on a wet tile. In that 1 second, she fell and fractured her hip. The doctors did their best, but recovery was slow. For 3 months, she couldn't walk without support. She needed help with simple things: getting dressed, using the bathroom, even standing up from her chair. Linda told her daughter she felt trapped in her own home and in her own mind. Her independence, her freedom, her joy, all stolen by a single slip. This is the real consequence of ignoring balance. It's not just about a fall. It's about losing pieces of your life you can never get back. And the good news? You can do something about it before it happens. But you have to act now. The good news is, protecting your balance isn't complicated. It doesn't require expensive equipment, a fancy gym, or hours of your day. Small, simple steps, done daily, can make a powerful difference. First, add balance training to your routine. It might feel strange at first, but your body will thank you. Try gentle yoga or Tai Chi. They're wonderful for improving balance, strength, and flexibility, all at the same time. If you prefer something simpler, just stand on one leg while brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. Tiny moments add up. Next, look at what's on your feet. Replace any old, slippery, or ill-fitting shoes with sturdy, anti-slip footwear. Around the house, choose slippers with good grip. Avoid socks on smooth floors. They're like ice skates on tile. Good shoes are like your silent bodyguard. They help your feet stay planted firmly on the ground. Then, think about what's going into your body. Make sure you're getting enough calcium and vitamin D. These two nutrients are your bone's best friends. Eat more calcium-rich foods, like dairy, leafy greens, or fortified plant milks. And if your doctor recommends it, take a vitamin D supplement. especially during winter when sunlight is limited. Strong bones are your safety net if a fall ever happens. Don't forget your senses. Poor vision and hearing can throw off your balance without you realizing it. Make it a habit to check your eyes, ears, and medications at least every 6 months. Some medications can cause dizziness, so talk to your doctor about any side effects you might be feeling. Sometimes, a small adjustment to your prescription can prevent a big problem later. Finally, adjust your home to be your safest place. Install grab bars in your bathroom, near the toilet and shower. Put non-slip mats on floors that tend to get wet. Make sure every room is well lit, especially hallways and staircases. Motion sensor night lights can guide you safely if you need to get up during the night. These changes may feel small, but they protect the freedom you love. They keep you steady. They keep you strong. And they remind you that taking care of your balance today means staying independent tomorrow. Here's something powerful to remember. Aging doesn't have to mean losing control. It doesn't have to mean giving up your independence or shrinking your life out of fear. Aging simply means learning how to protect what matters most. Your freedom, your confidence, and your joy. Every small step you take today is like putting money in a savings account for your future self. A few minutes of balance exercises, choosing better shoes, adding a handful of leafy greens to your plate, double-checking your medications with your doctor. These little actions, they add up, and you don't have to change everything overnight. The truth is, you don't need to be perfect. Research shows that just a 1% improvement each day, one tiny choice, one small habit, can help you avoid up to 90% of balance-related risks as you age. Imagine that. Just 1%. That's standing on one foot for a minute while you brush your teeth. Or stretching your calves while you wait for the kettle to boil. Or swapping out slippery socks for sturdy slippers. These don't feel like big things, but they're your safety net. They're your insurance policy for staying strong and steady in the years ahead. And here's the beautiful part. When you take care of your balance, you're not just protecting your body. You're protecting your confidence. You're giving yourself the freedom to say yes to the things you love. Morning walks in the park, tending to your garden, playing with your grandkids. Traveling to places you've always dreamed of. So take a moment right now. Picture the version of you who feels steady on their feet, strong in their bones, and unafraid of a slip or stumble. That version of you is absolutely possible starting today. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend or a loved one, because one simple tip might prevent a serious accident for someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical, real-life tips to help you stay strong, independent, and healthy as you age. Remember, you have the power to protect your balance, your freedom, and your future. One small step at a time.